Thanks for that welcome. My name's Andy Sharp, CEO and co-founder of MeshVi, Connected Verified Insurance. I'm a second-generation trucking insurance nerd. So why on earth is an insurance guy here at FreightWaves? We're here to announce an exciting new product to help fight fraud in a different way and drastically reduce legal liability for many stakeholders in our industry. Our core focus is working with insurance providers. And with that, you're going to have the derivative live visibility into vehicles and drivers' insurance coverage, if needed, or at the client level, live certificates of insurance. We are unique in that nobody's come to this solution or solving the problem with the solution that we're creating for this industry, and that's the live visibility and transparency. So fight fraud in a new way. I'm going to show you how easy it is. By logging in as a certificate holder, so freight brokers and shippers get listed as a certificate holder for insurance monitoring systems with some companies that are here today, and we're excited to continue discussions on integrations, or you can log in our platform. Imagine the vehicle before dispatch is verified down to the vehicle level, and maybe even the driver that's included on that, because many policies exclude drivers, even though there might be coverage on the vehicle. Are you aware of that as a shipper or freight broker? Many are not. Many attorneys have not been. So we've been helping educate many of the expert transportation attorneys in the country, and everybody is salivating at live transparency to reduce that legal liability exposure as well as fraud in our industry. So imagine that vehicle comes to a dock or at the warehouse distribution center security gate, and the security guard can validate with a quick VIN search. Make sure that driver is the driver who's supposed to be on that load. It can go that granular if needed, but if you just want to go to a true pass-fail standpoint, just look above me on this column called Accord right here. The grayed out means there is no active insurance policy. Don't dispatch a load to that motor carrier. They don't have an active policy. Maybe they were canceled yesterday or an hour ago. You don't have that visibility with current products out there, and that way you can come directly to our platform or via API integrations to others to digest that live status on a pass-fail. And if you then want to see the details of that Accord in 2 clicks, you can see that document. And as I generate this, and we'll see how this internet goes here, I want to point out the timestamp on it. So if you're a shipper or freight broker, I urge that you go check the status and timestamps of your certificates of insurance that you've received. Are they a month ago? Are they month dated? Are they 11 months ago, et cetera? Let's see if it lets me zoom well. So right up here at the top right, date 11/20/24. That's what you normally see. We timestamp above that down to the second with Greenwich Mean Time. This document's already stale data. Something could have changed in the meantime. Maybe the driver got a DUI, and through our integrations with some MVR providers, you can live see that update. If it's a North Carolina dispatch load to California, they get to Texas, you get that alert. Coverage has been declined on that driver for a MVR-related issue or just a late payment of their insurance product. You can get notified and say, park that vehicle in Texas. You don't have that transparency of data currently in the industry. So then how do we get to this document? Well, if you look down at the bottom right of an Accord 25, which for many of you might know is the industry standard, authorized representative signature. That is a licensed insurance agency producer in the state of that motor carrier's domicile. There's a lot of validation that those insurance producers and their retail agencies have to do to validate that that is an active motor carrier, federal ID number, workers' comp, a lot of important verification processes. So we work directly with those that create the signatures. So I'm going to show you how we get there. I mentioned background as a trucking insurance nerd. Our primary customers are the retail agencies and the insurance supply chain. They have more details to edit those policies and create those certificates. So on a policy level, say auto liability, if you look at those scheduled unit accounts, if you dispatch a load to somebody that has less than 20 units, they probably aren't a scheduled vehicle policy. Well, for those that aren't aware, that could be the determining factor if there's coverage on $1 million or $100 million claim. If somebody didn't properly schedule that vehicle, well, these check boxes are what show up on that Accord. We're working with the people who click those check boxes from a compliance standpoint. So you're coming directly to the source, not a third party. And again, that live transparency is key. Well, maybe there was an endorsement of that policy, Or one of the attorneys we love uses a insure 3, run 5 unit problem. So some of the other companies here do a great job of doing some DOT inspections and ELD integrations, which we also have, that helps find those 4th and 5th vehicles that were not scheduled on insurance. Don't dispatch a load to those 2 vehicles, or don't dispatch a load to that motor carrier at all. We're going to give you that live transparency that's been unseen in our industry. We could go on to so many features on what we provide in our product, but the biggest thing is just get transparency in logistics and insurance supply chain, because that blocker of insurance is such a key thing. So operationally, it's going to be transformative, but the biggest thing is eliminate drastic legal liability exposures and fight fraud. Please come to our booth. We're with our partners at Kleinschmidt at T2. We look forward to connecting, and if you're working with any motor carriers that are not already in our platform, please ask them to sign up, because that'll give you the transparency you need. We already have over 100,000 assets and $2 billion in values in our system, so we're excited to keep growing together. Thank you all.